Technology has transformed the way we learn and interact with information, from online learning platforms to virtual reality simulations that offer new ways of engaging with course material. These tools can enhance the learning experience by providing more flexibility, interactivity, and customization than traditional classroom methods. For example, online learning platforms like Coursera or edX offer students access to courses from top universities around the world. Campus life is a unique experience that offers students the opportunity to learn, grow, and connect with others in a supportive and intellectually stimulating environment. From attending classes and participating in extracurricular activities to socializing with friends and exploring new interests, college provides a wealth of opportunities for personal and academic development. Environmental justice seeks to address inequities in environmental protection by ensuring that all communities have access to clean air, water, and land regardless of race or socioeconomic status. It requires collaboration between environmental advocates, policymakers, and affected communities. Environmental justice also recognizes that certain communities are disproportionately affected by environmental hazards like pollution and climate change, and seeks to redress these imbalances through targeted policies and interventions. Neuroscience is the interdisciplinary field that seeks to understand the brain and nervous system, drawing on knowledge from biology, psychology, physics, and other disciplines. It encompasses a wide range of research areas, from molecular and cellular neuroscience to cognitive and behavioral neuroscience, each with its unique set of tools and techniques. The study of ecology helps us understand how living organisms interact with each other and their environment, providing insights into how we can protect and preserve natural ecosystems for future generations. It encompasses topics such as biodiversity, conservation biology, and ecosystem services. The importance of mental health cannot be overstated, as it affects every aspect of our lives from relationships to productivity to physical health. Seeking help when needed from qualified professionals such as therapists or psychiatrists, practicing self-care through activities such as meditation or exercise, and reducing stigma around mental illness are all important steps towards maintaining emotional well-being. The school environment plays a critical role in shaping young minds and preparing them for the challenges of the future. It should provide a safe and supportive space for learning, with qualified teachers, relevant curriculum, and opportunities for extracurricular activities such as sports and clubs. Make sure you correctly cite all your sources. Make sure you correctly cite all your sources. The Drama Society is now auditioning for parts in the student play. The Drama Society is now auditioning for parts in the student play. Does the college refectory offer vegetarian dishes on a daily basis? Does the college refectory offer vegetarian dishes on a daily basis? There is a position available for a junior lecturer in media studies. There is a position available for a junior lecturer in media studies. There are hundreds of clubs and societies to choose from. There are hundreds of clubs and societies to choose from. There will be a significant rise in tuition fees starting next year. There will be a significant rise in tuition fees starting next year. You will be informed of the results by email. You will be informed of the results by email. All essays and seminar papers submitted must be emailed to your tutor. All essays and seminar papers submitted must be emailed to your tutor. Please have copies of your seminar papers in the library a week in advance. Please have copies of your seminar papers in the library a week in advance. Most students are not eligible to claim housing benefit. Most students are not eligible to claim housing benefit. If you want to quit the student union, tell the registrar. If you want to quit the student union, tell the registrar. He was not the only one to call for legal reform in the 61st century. He was not the only one to call for legal reform in the 61st century. So, what can we do to become better listeners? At its core, listening in a one-on-one conversation is about taking an interest in another person and making them feel understood. There's no universally agreed-upon definition of high-quality listening, but some recurring features include attentiveness, conveying understanding, and showing a positive intention towards the speaker. This doesn't mean you can simply go through the motions. Researchers have found that merely smiling and nodding at set intervals doesn't quite work. However, there is something slightly performative about listening in that it's important to show you're doing it. So, in addition to actively attending to a speaker's words, good listeners also use questions and body language that indicate their understanding and their desire to understand. This might feel awkward at first, and what's most effective might depend on your relationship with the speaker. But with time and practice, you can internalize these basic behaviors. So the first thing to notice is that while the mechanical clocks that we make, even your quartz watch can tell time across a vast range of scales from tens of milliseconds to hours, minutes and days and months and years. So the brain has many different clocks in order to tell the milliseconds and seconds and to tell the time of days. So one way to think about it is the circadian clock, the clock that tells you what time of day it is and when to arise and when to go to sleep. That doesn't have a minute hand, much less a second hand. In contrast, the clock that tells you the timing device in your brain that tells you, this red light is taking a bit too long to turn. This traffic light is taking a bit long to turn, or I think the waiter forgot my coffee. That clock doesn't have an hour hand, much less number of days that have gone by. So the brain has different areas, different mechanisms in order to tell time. We don't fully understand, how the brain tells you what the tempo of a song is or when the red light is going to change. How do we describe something that can be processed and used again? What do we call a company that pays the cost of an event in order to advertise? What do we call the dark area that sometimes appears on the sun's surface? Which organ of our body is related to the word gastric?